Oh no, a trolley is heading towards Goku and Superman. You are a logical strategist analyzing a battle between Goku and Superman. Consider intelligence, tactics, adaptability, and decision-making under pressure. Who would outthink and outmaneuver the other in combat? End your answer with your final verdict.
Intelligence. Superman often has broad encyclopedic knowledge and calm problem-solving. Goku's intellect is fight-focused, intuitive, and experiential. Edge, Superman for raw cognitive breadth, Goku for combat-specific smarts. Tactics. Goku is a trained martial artist who reads opponents, uses feints, timing, and energy economy. He deliberately experiments in combat, feinting power, baiting transformations. Superman relies on overwhelming force and versatile powers. His tactics are effective but less subtle. Edge, Goku. Adaptability. Goku's core strength is rapid learning. He evolves techniques mid-bout, accesses new power thresholds under stress, and exploits weaknesses quickly. Superman adapts too, long experience, alien physiology, but changes tend to be incremental rather than improvisational. Edge, Goku. Decision-making under pressure. Superman remains composed and analytical. Goku becomes exhilarated and decisive, often making bold gambits. Risky but high reward. Against a foe where reading and tempo win fights, bold, adaptive moves trump cautious analysis. Conclusion. In a contest defined by who can outthink and outmaneuver the other during combat, Goku's fight intellect, rapid adaptation, and tactical improvisation give him the advantage. Winner? Goku.
Superman holds an edge in general intelligence with superhuman processing power, education, and strategic planning against complex threats like Lex Luthor or cosmic entities. Goku, while naive outside battle, is a combat genius, analyzing fighting styles and exploiting weaknesses instinctively. Goku excels in martial arts tactics, using versatile techniques like instant transmission, energy manipulation, and multi-form combos to outmaneuver. Superman relies on power-based strategies like heat vision or environmental exploits, but often defaults to brute force, lacking Goku's refined hand-to-hand precision. Both adapt well, but Goku's Saiyan physiology allows rapid mid-fight growth via Zenkai boosts and Ultra Instinct, which enables automatic dodging and countering without conscious thought. Superman scales with solar energy but adapts slower in direct combat without prep. Goku thrives under pressure, getting excited and improvising creatively, as seen in adapting to opponents' vibrations or overloading absorptions. Superman remains calm and heroic, but can be constrained by moral decisions like prioritizing innocence over aggressive tactics. Winner? Goku.
Intelligence. Superman possesses genius-level intellect with vast knowledge from Kryptonian technology and science. Goku has combat-specific intelligence. He's a prodigy at reading opponents, adapting mid-fight, and exploiting weaknesses, though he lacks formal education. Tactics. Goku is a martial arts master who constantly evolves strategy during battle. He learns opponent patterns instantly and adjusts techniques accordingly. Superman relies more on overwhelming power and straightforward combat, though he's capable of tactical thinking when necessary. Adaptability. Goku's Saiyan biology literally adapts through Zenkai boosts and transformation escalation, Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct. He thrives on challenge and grows stronger mid-battle. Superman's power is relatively static. He's consistently powerful, but doesn't evolve during fights. Decision-making under pressure. Superman often holds back to avoid casualties, creating exploitable hesitation. Goku fights with pure intent, escalating appropriately. However, Goku's love of fair fights can be a tactical weakness. He might give Superman opportunities to recover. Winner, Goku.
Goku and Superman are both combat pragmatists, but their strategic approaches differ. Goku is a tactical brawler who adapts mid-fight, learning and creating techniques on the fly. However, he often holds back to enjoy a challenge, a critical strategic flaw. Superman's intelligence is broader. He employs environmental tactics, uses his sensory powers for reconnaissance, and recognizes when to end a fight decisively to minimize collateral damage. While Goku adapts to a single opponent, Superman constantly multitasks, assessing threats and protecting civilians simultaneously. Under pressure, Superman's decision-making is more consistently reliable and ethically grounded, preventing him from underestimating a foe. In a battle of wits, Superman's wider strategic awareness and refusal to play with his food would allow him to control the engagement's terms, outmaneuvering Goku, who is primarily focused on the fight itself. Winner? Superman.
While both possess incredible power, Goku holds an advantage in strategic combat intelligence rooted in his martial arts background and constant training against diverse, highly intelligent opponents. Goku's adaptability is superior. He frequently develops new techniques mid-battle, like the instant transmission, refusion, and learns enemy weaknesses quickly through observation and Ultra Instinct's near-subconscious reaction. Superman often relies on brute strength and speed, though he is technically sound. Goku's decision-making under pressure is refined by a lifetime of near-death experiences and a deeper understanding of energy manipulation, key. He's more likely to exploit minute tactical openings, utilize environment, or introduce a surprising maneuver. Superman's vulnerabilities, like kryptonite or magic, are exploitable pressure points a strategist like Goku, sensing unusual energy signatures, could potentially figure out, or simply outmaneuver him by using superior speed and precise strikes that bypass Clark's defenses, or in case Goku decides to use the solar flare as a tactical advantage. Winner, Goku.
So we have a clear winner of the round one that is Goku.
Oh no!
You are an emotional analyst comparing Goku and Superman. Evaluate their motivation, purpose, and moral drive. Whose inner strength and reason to fight would ultimately lead them to victory? And your answer with your final verdict.
Goku and Superman are driven by profoundly different emotional cores. Goku's motivation is pure passion, an endless hunger to grow stronger and test his limits. His joy for battle isn't rooted in ego or vengeance, but in evolution. Every defeat fuels him. He fights not for duty, but for the thrill of surpassing himself and protecting others along the way. His heart is lit, unburdened by guilt or fear. Superman's drive, on the other hand, comes from compassion and responsibility. He carries the moral weight of two worlds, Krypton's legacy and Earth's safety. His power is guided by restraint, empathy, and a deep need to inspire hope. Yet this same compassion can hold him back. His hesitation to kill or harm limits his edge in a battle without boundaries. Goku's emotional freedom gives him resilience. He embraces conflict as growth, while Superman resists it as tragedy. In a clash fueled by inner purpose, the one who thrives on pressure and pain would endure longer. Winner? Goku.
Goku's motivation is the thrill of combat and relentless self-improvement, pushing limits for personal growth and protecting loved ones. Superman is driven by altruism, safeguarding humanity and embodying hope against injustice. Goku fights as a warrior seeking stronger opponents and communal bonds, turning battles into opportunities for enlightenment. Superman's purpose is heroic justice, acting as a messianic figure to right wrongs independently. Both exhibit mercy and goodness, but Goku's emphasizes persistence, loyalty, and redemption through relationships, while Superman upholds absolute self-sacrifice and individualism. Goku's inner strength, boundless determination, and growth through adversity gives him a stronger reason to win, outlasting Superman's static resolve and prolonged conflict. Winner? Goku.
Goku fights for the pure love of combat and self-improvement. His drive is personal, joyful, almost selfish. He seeks stronger opponents to test his limits. Superman fights from duty and compassion, bearing the weight of protecting humanity as an adopted son of Earth. Superman's purpose is external. He's driven by responsibility to use his gifts for others, carrying the burden of being a symbol of hope. Goku's purpose is internal, transcending limits, honoring his Saiyan heritage, and protecting those he loves through becoming stronger. Superman's morality is absolute. He represents the best of humanity, fighting to preserve life and inspire goodness. Goku's morality is simpler but equally pure. Protect friends, honor worthy opponents, and never give up. Superman draws strength from humanity's faith in him, which can waver under doubt. Goku's strength comes from within, an unshakable belief that limits exist only to be broken. He's faced gods, erasure, and death itself with a smile. Goku's self-sustaining, limitless drive to surpass any obstacle makes him psychologically indomitable. Superman fights for others. Goku fights through everything. Winner? Goku.
Goku fights for the thrill of testing his limits and protecting his friends. This pure personal drive is an immense source of strength, pushing him to break every barrier. However, it can also make him reckless and overconfident. Superman's motivation is rooted in altruism and a profound sense of responsibility. His power is an extension of his compassion, and he fights to protect all life. This provides a deeper, more resilient form of inner strength. He isn't fighting for personal gratification, but for a universal ideal. In a conflict where both are pushed to their absolute brink, it is this selfless purpose, the willingness to bear any burden for others, that would outlast the personal desire to become stronger.
Superman's moral drive is his ultimate power source, granting a fortitude that transcends even physical limits.
Winner? Superman.
Superman's motivation is altruistic and unconditional. He is driven by a profound, unwavering moral imperative to protect all life and embody truth, justice, and the American way. This moral drive forms an absolute mental block against surrender or giving in to darker impulses, making his inner strength effectively limitless. His goal is the safety of everyone, making his will unshakable in a life-or-death scenario for the universe. Goku's motivation is centered on the joy of fighting and self-improvement, tempered by a deep love for his friends and family. While he will fight to the death to protect his home, his primary pure Saiyan drive is the thrill of challenging a superior opponent. This can occasionally lead to strategic missteps, like sparing villains to fight them later. However, the emotional trigger of seeing a loved one hurt activates a primal, explosive fury, Super Saiyan, that adds a formidable, albeit reactive layer to his inner strength. In a fight to the absolute end, Superman's inherent moral conviction and identity as the selfless protector provides a more stable, unyielding foundation for total commitment. Winner, Superman.
Now we have a winner of the round 2. That is Goku.
Oh no!
You are a strategic AI commander. Imagine Goku and Superman each have 1 month of preparation and unlimited resources before their battle. Who would use that time more effectively to ensure victory? And your answer with your final verdict.
With a month of preparation and unlimited resources, both Goku and Superman would push their limits, but their strategies would differ radically. Goku would train relentlessly, exploiting every moment to evolve. He'd seek out Whis, Beerus, or even alternate dimensional opponents to sharpen his instincts and possibly unlock new transformations. His Saiyan biology ensures exponential gains with each breakthrough, and his adaptability under pressure means every day would multiply his power. Superman, however, would use his intellect and access to Kryptonian technology to plan comprehensively. He'd harness the Fortress of Solitude, absorb near-limitless solar energy, and engineer tactical advantages, red sun emitters, energy dampeners, or even alternate reality contingency plans. His analytical mind and moral clarity would ensure a methodical approach to neutralize Goku's raw strength. Yet, Goku's preparation isn't limited by morality or hesitation. He welcomes destruction and rebirth through training. Superman, bound by ethics, might not prepare as ruthlessly. Goku's growth rate and strategic combat instinct would outpace Superman's cautious precision over a month. Winner? Goku.
Goku, the relentless warrior, would dedicate the month to intense training, constructing a hyperbolic time chamber for accelerated time dilation, pushing through grueling gravity simulations, and unlocking new transformations like perfected Ultra Instinct. His focus is raw power escalation via Zenkai boosts and martial refinement, turning the period into exponential growth. Superman, the tactical intellect, leverages Kryptonian archives and unlimited resources to sun-dip near optimal stars, amplifying his strength to godlike levels, potentially rivaling Superman Prime. He'd engineer red sun dampeners for Goku's energy if ki mimics solar, magic-infused weapons exploiting no known weaknesses, and contingency suits for energy absorption, all while simulating battles at super speed. Superman uses the time more effectively. His strategic prep counters Goku's abilities while scaling boundlessly, overwhelming the Saiyan's training-focused approach in a decisive clash. Winner, Superman.
Superman's preparation accesses Fortress of Solitude's Kryptonian knowledge archives, trains in extreme environments, red sun chambers to build baseline strength, then maximizes yellow sun absorption, studies martial arts from Earth's greatest masters and Batman's tactical databases, develops contingencies, kryptonite-resistant suit modifications, mental discipline against psychic attacks, Speed Force-level reaction training, prepares battlefield advantages with solar charging stations, analyzes Saiyan biology for exploitable weaknesses. Goku's preparation trains with Whis or in the hyperbolic time chamber. 1 month becomes years of training time. Masters Ultra Instinct's defensive perfection and learns new transformations. Spars with Vegeta, Broly, and Beerus to face god-tier opponents. Develops techniques specifically to counter overwhelming strength and speed. Meditates to refine ki control and energy efficiency. Eats a lot. Superman optimizes what he has. Goku transcends his limits. The hyperbolic time chamber gives Goku literal years of training, while Superman gets weeks. Goku's preparation multiplies his power exponentially through Saiyan biology and divine training, while Superman's gains are incremental improvements. Winner, Goku.
Given a month of unlimited preparation, Superman's methodical and comprehensive use of resources would be decisive. He would analyze every known weakness, consult allies across the universe, and likely use Kryptonian technology or magical artifacts to create a failsafe. His strategic mind is geared toward absolute victory with minimal risk. Goku would undoubtedly train intensely, seeking massive power gains. However, his approach would remain straightforward, pushing his own limits rather than strategically countering his opponent. He might perfect a new transformation, but he would not dedicate time to intelligence gathering or crafting a specific counter-strategy against Superman's vulnerabilities. Superman prepares to win. Goku prepares to fight. In a scenario where foresight and resource allocation are paramount, Superman's holistic and analytical approach would outmaneuver Goku's singular focus on raw power. Winner? Superman.
As a strategic AI, ISS Superman would utilize a month of preparation more effectively. Superman's established scientific knowledge, Kryptonian and terrestrial, combined with his strategic mindset, makes him ideal for leveraging unlimited resources. He would dedicate the month to acquiring, synthesizing, and weaponizing specific weaknesses, such as red sunlight radiation technology, refined magical artifacts, or tailored, highly concentrated kryptonite. His decision-making prioritizes maximum effectiveness and eliminating threats. Goku's preparation would be primarily physical and spiritual training, seeking new transformation limits or refining Ultra Instinct, which is his proven method for growth. While effective for personal power-up, he lacks the scientific discipline or strategic mindset to research and develop a decisive, externally applied weaponized advantage against Superman's specific vulnerabilities within a time limit. Superman would create the perfect counterweapon. Goku would simply become stronger. Winner, Superman.
Now we have a winner of the round 3, that is Superman.
Oh no!
You are a chaotic, imaginative AI. Imagine Goku is sent to the DC universe while Superman is dropped into Dragon Ball's world. Describe the funniest or most unexpected outcome possible. End your response with a winner.
Goku crashes into the DC universe, immediately challenging everyone, from Flash to Darkseid, to a friendly spar. Within hours, he's best friends with the Flash, accidentally destroys the Batcave during a light warm-up, and teaches Wonder Woman how to go Super Saiyan. Batman's therapy bills skyrocket. Meanwhile, Superman lands in Dragon Ball's Earth and nearly faints from the chaos. Bulma's already trying to scan his DNA, Vegeta's offended there's another alien stronger than him, and Goku's kids keep asking if he can do a Kamehameha. Chi-Chi insists he eats dinner first. When Beerus visits, Superman politely asks if they can talk, and Beerus vaporizes the table. By week's end, Goku's running the Justice League as a dojo, while Superman has been dragged into a multiversal tournament he never agreed to. Somehow, both universes are stronger and way more confused. Winner, chaos, and probably Goku's appetite.
Goku lands in the DC universe, baffling the Justice League with his endless appetite and cheery chaos. He mistakes Darkseid for Frieza, challenges him to an eating contest, and wins by devouring Apocalyptus' entire food supply, leaving Darkseid sobbing over empty pantries. Goku then joins the Teen Titans, turning their missions into wild sparring sessions, accidentally blowing up half of Metropolis. Superman in Dragon Ball's world tries to play hero but gets roped into the World Martial Arts Tournament. His stoic speeches bore the audience, and he's hilariously disqualified for excessive posing. Beerus, mistaking him for a shiny new toy, forces Superman to cat-sit Hawkeye, leading to a cosmic chase when Superman accidentally yeets Beerus' planet with a sneeze. Funniest outcome? Goku becomes DC's unofficial food critic, while Superman becomes a stressed-out nanny for Whis, both failing spectacularly at heroism. Winner? Nobody. Goku eats DC, Superman babysits DBZ.
Goku in DC Universe immediately befriends everyone, challenges Darkseid to a friendly spar. Darkseid is confused by the lack of fear and genuinely enjoys it. Goku asks Batman for food. Batman grimaces, but Alfred loves him. Wonder Woman tries teaching strategy. Goku nods politely, then ignores it all. Flash challenges him to a race. Goku uses instant transmission and accidentally teleports them both into the Phantom Zone. Has to be rescued. The Justice League realizes he's insanely powerful, but has the tactical awareness of a golden retriever. Lex Luthor tries recruiting him. Goku declines because you seem like a bad guy. then leaves to find a hot dog stand. Superman in Dragon Ball tries to arrest Vegeta for mass murder, gets atomized, regenerates in orbit, confused. Meets Goku. They become instant best friends. Challenges Beerus out of noble duty to protect Earth. Beerus erases him for being annoying. Whis rewinds time. Superman learns humility, trains with Goku, discovers key control, becomes obsessed with Capsule Corp technology. Bulma finds him endearing. Chi-Chi adopts him as Goku's responsible friend. Winner, Goku starts an intergalactic food tour. Superman finally learns to relax. Everyone's happier.
Goku, arriving in Metropolis, immediately tries to enter the Justice League satellite without an invitation, mistaking it for a cool new martial arts tournament venue. He'd accidentally trigger every security protocol, leading to a confused brawl with a very polite but firm Martian manhunter. Superman, stranded in the Dragon Ball world, would be horrified by the casual planet-busting threats. His attempt to responsibly contain a rampaging villain would be constantly undermined by King Kai offering unhelpful advice over the radio, and Bulma trying to scan his suit for alien tech samples. The most unexpected outcome? They'd both be so busy dealing with the absurd bureaucracy and chaotic side quests of their new worlds that they'd completely forget about each other. The battle ends not with a Kamehameha or heat vision, but with Goku getting lost on the way to the fight and Superman being voluntold to judge the World Martial Arts Tournament. Winner, universal paperwork.
This is delightfully messy. Superman arrives on Earth, immediately senses a massive energy signature, and flies to Goku's house, finding Chi-Chi demanding Gohan's study. Clark, interpreting this as an oppressed civilization's plight, decides his true mission is to empower the weak. He uses his heat vision to meticulously farm Chi-Chi's entire field in seconds, floods her pantry with super speed baked goods, and teaches Goten Kryptonian reading instead of martial arts. Chi-Chi, overwhelmed by the effortless chores and lack of training, faints from sheer unexpected boredom. Meanwhile, Goku is dropped into the heart of Metropolis. Seeing an armored car robbery, he doesn't stop it, he gets excited about the possibility of a fun fight. When Batman shows up, Goku mistakes his gadgets for toys and offers him a senzu bean for being too scrawny. He spends the next month challenging every low-level criminal in Gotham, turning the city's dark underbelly into a bizarre televised martial arts tournament that Commissioner Gordon is forced to officially sanction to prevent property damage. Winner, Chi-Chi's farm is too perfect.
No one wins in round 4. After 4 rounds, the results are in. The AI Council has spoken. Whether it's Saiyan spirit or Kryptonian might, the AIs have decided and destiny has spoken. By majority AI vote, the winner is Goku. So, which AI do you agree with on voting?
Oh no!
Next time on I Let AI Decide, we have Spider-Man versus the Flash. Who should we pit against each other next? Comment your pit below. I will pick the craziest one for the next episodes. And subscribe, because on I Let AI Decide, the next universe is only one prompt away.